What is up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. I hope you guys' day is going well. My name is Tank. I'm joined by my partner, Nick. Nick, say what's up.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Please, as always, guys, let me know. I think I did that right. Let me know if you guys can hear Nick. One of these days, I'm just going to set it and forget it, never touch it. I'll put a little tape over it and be like, don't touch that. That's Nick's mic. Everybody needs to hear Nick. Anyway, guys, this is the IBC Gang channel here on YouTube. We talk about everything that's happening in the Cosmos ecosystem, as well as traditional finance and the rest of the crypto market. But we try to stay in our lane because we are cosmonauts and we try to primarily speak mostly about the Cosmos ecosystem. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about a little bit of everything that's happening around the cryptoverse, because we have to, guys, we have to give you guys our thoughts about what's happening in the traditional market really quickly, and then everything that we have going on in the world that might affect us in our Cosmos ecosystem. So let's go ahead and jump on into everything, guys. Yesterday we had a fantastic stream. We gave away, Nick, how much? We gave away a whole bunch of stuff, didn't we? We gave away, was it $1,000?
Yeah, in total.
In total, we gave away $1,000 yesterday. We had five lucky winners from no. It's so much. We had one lucky winner get $500. And then we had 5 lucky winners also get $100 a piece.
Yep. All got a little bit more, but
we do so many giveaways. It's so hard, guys. It really is. It gets, we have to have a notepad to take it all down sometimes. But anyway, congratulations to everybody that was in the yesterday's stream, that was in the running, and the people especially that did get a giveaway given to them, guys. We appreciate you guys, and that we try to do that all the time, just to give back to the community and let you guys know that you guys are appreciated, and we are appreciative of your guys' support. So again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I know Nick is very thankful. Nick, if you want to tell them how much you enjoy them and appreciate them, you can too. But let me get my coffee.
Yeah, I mean, without you guys, this is nothing, right? Like, you guys really push everything. You push the content, you push the channel, you push the Twitter. Like, without you guys, this doesn't mean anything. Yep. So thank you very much.
100%. We're trying to do this the right way, the organic way, from the ground up. We try to build with you guys, and that's really, to us, the most important thing. So again, guys, stay tuned. If you guys liked what happened yesterday, we are going to be doing that again. In fact, I got some more stuff to drop on you guys today that I'm gonna let you guys know, but you guys got to stick around in the video so you guys can hear what that is. Before we get into just jibber jabbering like I like to do a lot, let's go ahead and jump on into the Bitcoin chart. Again, we're on the Bitcoin daily time frame. I'm still using Market Cipher as my primary oscillator and indicator tool of choice, guys. I absolutely love using Market Cipher. I will say I talk about Market Cipher quite a bit. Nick, you use what do you use again? You use
Lux Algo and Insight.
Lux Algo is great. It's also great. I just have Market Cipher for life, so I use Market Cipher quite a bit. But yeah, there's a lot of other ones out there. Just because I talk about Market Cipher, there's other ones out there that you guys can also use to do your charting with. If you guys want links to, or if you guys don't have Market Cipher and you guys want to take a peek at it and see what it's all about, you do have to buy it. It is from CryptoFace and his team. Regardless of what you think of CryptoFace, it's a great tool. Check out the link down below. No pressure. Again, if you guys don't need it, you guys got me anyway to tell you guys what it is. So you guys probably don't need to buy it, but you know, it does help support the stream. We're going to jump on into this though, and we're going to see what we can see. First thing we're going to take a look at is Market Cipher B. I don't even like looking at the candles, guys. I like looking at the bottom of the chart. The first thing that I'm seeing right now, guys, is even though we are starting to see a little bit of resistance right here with the RSIs, we are still pointing upwards, guys. We are still pointing upwards, getting a little bit of resistance right here on the 60 line, but that is to be expected. Usually when we do come up to this 60 line, this line right here, guys, that is when we start seeing resistance. You can see it by the top of these mountaintops. Even when we peak above it, that is usually a good indicator of where, can you guys see that? Yeah, you guys can see over my head. This right here, this line is really a good indicator when we're pushing to the upside of us maybe needing to take a little bit of a break. Not totally stopping, because we could keep pumping a lot higher, but usually with the current price action, that is a good place for us to start suspecting or expecting price action to maybe start tapering off and taking a little bit of a breather before, you know, getting its second win and doing what it wants to do. If it's pumping to the upside some more or coming back down, that line is a really good line to watch when you're using Market Cipher B. So right now, guys, we are with the RSIs now crossing back over it. Now we're seeing if price action will catch up to it. This is the momentum waves that I'm talking about right here. Again, these mountain ranges, I like to call them. That's what I'm talking about with price action. The RSIs are, one of them is clearly crossover, but the other needs to still cross. We're trying to see if it actually keeps up with that momentum, or are we going to start seeing more of a rounding take place like we've seen a couple of times in the past. Whenever we get up to these levels, we see, you know, resistance come in and we start rounding and coming back down. Now it is still Tuesday. I've been telling you guys, usually the fluff or the smooth air when we're flying through the market is about Sunday afternoon when things start turning around, because option traders, options open up on Sunday afternoon for them. So we usually start seeing things, you know, really recovering if the moment or if the narrative is that way, starts recovering and it starts kind of slowly smooth selling and gaining altitude. I just went on a trip, so I'm like using this pilot analogy a lot. But we start gaining our altitude and smoothly start, you know, selling back to the upside. And then again, if you guys are paying attention, when Wednesday comes around, that's when turbulence starts kicking in. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be absolutely bumpy for the rest of the ride, but usually these option traders that are out there, you guys got to remember, we're leading into the end of the month. It gets more and more detrimental. It gets a lot higher, and the scale of the volatility gets ramped up a little bit when you're leading into the ends of the month, because not only do you have weekly closes for option traders, but you also have a monthly close as well. So these option traders are going to be doing as much as they can to shake the plane. They're going to be doing as much as they can to get people riled up, to get the passengers to start, you know, cinching down on their buckles, and maybe shake them out a little bit. But with that being said, I do want to say there are several things right now for Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market that is showing a lot of strength, guys. So I don't want to be like one of those guys that are saying it could go up, could go down, but like literally right now we're in a really weird flight pattern. Let's stick with the plane analogy. Flight pattern right now where we're kind of going through a lot of chop, but it's not that bad. But there's also, you know, that chance of high winds ahead. So the pilots don't know really what to tell the passengers. And I'm kind of being honest with you guys. I don't know really what to tell you guys in any which way. I do always try to tell you guys to don't front run things. Don't overextend. You know, don't ever get stuck in that position where you're trying to get in front of the train, because that's how you get ran over. And not financial advice. That's just like a real thing. That's how people, when you start trying to be smarter than the market and front run the market, that's when the market smashes you and tells you that, that you don't know jack spit. So be careful right now, guys. I'm not saying that we are going to reverse and come back down, but there are some things that you guys need to be aware of. Like we said yesterday, guys, we still have Evergrande needing to make their principal payment, guys. I don't have it up. I shared it yesterday. I should have had it up. You guys know I have a million tabs up here. Let me see if I can find it real quickly. But I think it was like, here, I'll find it. I'll find it real quickly, guys. Or wait a minute. I can find, no. Evergrande payment schedule. Yeah, I can find it real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. 1 second. But yeah, they have a pretty big payment that they need to make. This wasn't it. Is this it? And in China, the Evergrande stock has actually halted. So, things to really think about. If you guys don't think that their payment is going to influence the market, excuse me, I'm trying to do several things at the same time, then you guys are going to be in for a rude awakening. It's going to suck if China doesn't step in and help them, which they have said that they're going to start, pumping up their markets and kind of doing what they have to do to stimulate their markets. I don't know if that means that they're actually going to, assist Evergrande in their payment schedule or do whatever they need to do to make sure it doesn't collapse their account. I can't find it. I'm going to stop trying to find it. But guys, need to be aware of that. I think their deadline is the 23rd, unless they get an extension or unless they kind of come into some kind of agreement that is on the horizon. So again, guys, when I'm talking about chop being in front of the plane, that could affect us, guys, that is still lingering. Like, not a lot of people are talking about it, but like, don't just listen to people that tell you it's baked in. It's baked in. It's never all the way baked in. And I'm telling you guys that we've seen, let me go back right here. We've seen the chop before. It sucked. You don't underestimate it, guys. But we have that. And then we also have, there's still an ongoing looming threat that the Fed, does what they need to do, because realistically, even though I don't think that they are ever going to have the cojones to do it, they need to just let everything die to fix inflation. Now, again, I don't want to say that and get you guys all scared, but I don't think that they'll ever really be able to do that for many reasons. But there is that possibility of them, raising rates, and they've already said what they say next. Six more meetings are going to happen, and every meeting they are going to raise the rates, and hopefully by the end of, we're coming close to the end of this year. Hopefully they're hoping that the markets kind of do their thing and kind of correct themselves and get down again, with inflation. But you guys have heard my opinion many times. I highly doubt that they're going to do what they actually need to do to accomplish that. So, there's a lot of uncertainty there. But on the flip side, we also have places like Malaysia that are signaling right now that, their government is strongly considering, along with, what was the other one just recently, guys? There was one just recently that they just, was it Honduras? Another country everybody else was talking about it. They just made Bitcoin a legal tender. Yeah, I can't think of it. But now we have two, and then we're talking about Malaysia as well. They're small. They're micro economies. They're small mini cap countries and stuff like that. I know that, their GDP is not that big, but it takes, I was using this analogy the other day. I'm sorry, guys. I'm full of them. It takes only so many fingers to start crumpling down before it becomes a fist, and a fist is a lot more powerful than a smack, right? So once all of these little countries start doing it, what do you guys think is going to happen? It's going to be getting to the point where they can't ignore the motions in the oceans. So again, it's kind of like, it's hit or miss, guys. It's either this way or that way right now. A lot of people are saying we're going to have a good rally leading into this summer or spring/summertime, and then we might start seeing a little bit of the shaking of the tree. All I can say without giving you guys financial advice is, again, be careful. Don't overextend. Take profits when profits are there, and be mindful of what the charts are telling you guys. Right now, Right now, again, we do see on Market Cipher B from the momentum wave, we're on the daily time frame. So this is a really good time frame to look at as far as, the signals and oscillators go. But right now, we do show really good curvature from the negative back into that positive. And we are seeing signs right now of things looking really, really good. Usually when we have that curvature, let me show you guys here on the charts right here, guys. On Market Cipher B, when we have that curvature take place right here and we lead back into the green, we usually start seeing some really good price action to the upside. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. That happening right there when it led back into the green. Boom. Yeah, we had a little bit of shaking of the tree like I'm telling you guys about. And then we went to all-time highs again. So again, I'm not saying that that's like 100% what's going to happen when we have this curvature cross back into the green and sustain ourselves back into the green. But I am seeing it. And I tell you guys all the time that when I start seeing this momentum wave, this negative momentum wave curve back up and slope back up into the green right here, this is where I start really paying attention. Is this going to be a fake out where we kind of just go, just come right back down? Or is this going to be something where we sustain and kind of just grow into, higher price action? There's a lot of things saying that could be the case. But then again, we do have a lot of things telling us to be careful as well. Let's go on over to Market Cipher A real quickly, guys. Now, again, daily time frame, right? Daily time frame. We did accomplish breaking this downwards trend line that we had a few days ago. So there's that. That's a good thing. I'm not going to be completely accurate because I just screwed it up and moved it. But as you can see, this downwards trend line or resistance line that we needed to break, we broke it once, came back into it, touched it again, tested it, came back into it. And now we are clearly above it right now. And then as you guys can see, we also made ourselves into this wedge pattern. Now, the way that you measure wedge patterns are from the opening, guys, and the way that you guys predict that you guys should be leaving a wedge pattern is the way that you enter it. So we entered this wedge pattern on the daily time frame to the upside. Statistically, usually, now this doesn't always happen, but usually, like I said, the way you enter is the way that you leave. So regardless, like wherever that is, regardless of where the breakout actually takes place, we could actually just ping pong within this for some time before breaking out. But usually the measurement of that move should be the same measurement from the opening of the channel. So if we do get that breakout to the upside, like a lot of people are hoping, it could lead us. It really could lead us if we get it like sooner rather than later. It could lead us back up into almost $60,000 if we get it down here. At the end of this wedge pattern, and it's somewhere around here again, $60,000 something dollars. If we don't, and actually it just consolidates and defies what usually happens, because it doesn't always play out that way, guys. But if it does and we break down, there is a real chance. I'm not thinking that's going to go this far, but there is a real chance that if we come all the way down to here, the end of the pattern, that we could come down to $30,000. Where is that on the charts again, guys? I'll show you guys in a second. It's so funny how it all just lines up perfectly every single time. So we could come down to here. If we move from where we are right now, we have World War III happen. We have, whatever happens that is just super, super bearish, whatever it is, we could come down to, again, $30,000. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here on the daily time frame. If I zoom out on the charts, actually, this isn't the right chart. Let me, again, just keep this in mind, guys, right? I said $30,000. Remember the 200 SMA strategy that I've been telling you guys about? Where's it at? $30,617. So again, guys, going back to this as a conservative, long-term, stacking my bags kind of investor, if we get real fear, if we get, if we get the turnaround, if we actually don't get this positivity, I don't know what I did right here. Why is this turned around right there? That's not supposed to be pointing downwards, my friend. Point back up, point to the side. It's supposed to be pointy right there. Anyway, point of it all, though, is if we actually do get that, major shakeout, that major move down, guys, if you guys are planning to buy more, a good DCA strategy would be to start right around this $30,900 or $30,500 range. Again, that is with the RSIs, with the 200 SMA break strategy that I always try to tell you guys about. Again, this is measuring moves that go below the 200 SMA. Once the 200 SMA doesn't hold up as like right here on the chart, once it doesn't hold up as support, and once we break down below that, this is the average moves over the past 10 breaks. That is years of data, guys, on the Bitcoin chart. And that is telling us that the average move is about 36.45, gives us this white line right here, $30,900-ish dollars. Again, if we go back to the Bitcoin chart that I was sharing with you guys right here, there's a couple of other things that all go hand in hand with each other. Again, guys, we're in this wedge pattern. I just showed you guys, if we break down below it, where does that lead us? $30,500. If you just take that all out of it, where have we had previous support before? Again, I'm sharing with you guys what I've been sharing with our Discord group and everybody that's been watching this channel for a long time. Again, you can see here clearly what these boxes are. It's my DCA strategy, right? And since I don't know where the absolute bottoms are or where the markets are actually going, my first DCA zone was right around here where previous support was. And then again, right down here where our absolute previous support has been for this past long sideways action that we've been taking with BTC. That just lines up again with this wedge pattern with the 200 SMA strategy. But since I don't know where the bottom is and I don't know how fearful people are and how ridiculous people are with their emotions, we can see strong capitulation go even further. And you guys know I like to reinforce my DCA positions with more positions. So if we get that mass sell-off and I get this massive golden opportunity down here with this massive buy zone, this third buy zone, because I even have a further one down here, I'm going to be loading up even more Bitcoin in this buy zone, which is around $20,000, which some people have been calling for. Some people have been calling for, that realistic could happen scenario of Bitcoin going down to 20,000. If you guys don't know, just to kind of show you guys why, previous cycle tops, just a little bit of I don't really get this, to be honest with you, but just a smidget of resistance here. And you guys can just bet price action going forward usually does support itself with previous resistance. So again, guys, look for previous resistance, previous levels of support. That's how you guys do TA. Don't just be throwing your guess out there or listening to somebody that doesn't show you guys all of this. Please be mindful of your guys' positions. Don't overextend. Be patient. Again, you're not going to, nobody knows. With all of this even being said, I will admit, I don't know. Could go to zero, right? Could go to zero. EMP could happen and then we're all screwed. But so be conservative a little bit. Just, not financial advice, just a friendly reminder, take swings at little lobs that you get. It might be good to maybe front run these levels. I'm saying $30,000 is a good place to start DCAing. But again, I already showed you guys right here with Bitcoin, I started DCAing a little bit because I have previous support right through here, right? This is a good level. So I don't know what's going to happen. So I wanted to be exposed just a little bit more. Now I'm not doing anything more until we get to this zone. And if I miss it, so what? If it wicks down there and I do miss it, you can't catch them all. This isn't Pokemon. That's not the name of the game. The name of the game is to win more times than you lose. That's the name of the game. So as an investor, I wanted to share with you guys all of this before we jump on into other things in the Cosmos ecosystem, because what happens with Bitcoin is going to dictate what happens with the rest of the market, no matter how bullish we are as cosmonauts, no matter how, we want to our opinions, what's happening in the Cosmos ecosystem. You got to pay attention to Bitcoin. It's the daddy. Look at that, Nick. I was talking about that earlier. You see the waves right there? I don't know if you can even see that on Market Cipher. See the waves there now? It's there. They must have added that. Or I resetted something. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. Nick and I were talking about Market Cipher and Lux Algo. Again, guys, Nick, if you actually have, we got to add that on there. I don't have Lux Algo, but Nick loves using it, guys. We will put a referral link. I'm pretty sure he has one, but we will update that down there as well. If you guys, obviously, you guys can do it yourself and just go there. It's whatever. But, if you guys like the content, you guys like what we're showing you guys, if you guys do use the referral links, it's much appreciative. I don't know why I never say that right. I never say that right. Appreciated. Whatever. Moving on, and we're walking because you guys are like Bitcoin, right? Whatever.
Gotta keep walking.
Yeah, gotta keep walking. Gotta check your steps, guys. Let's talk real quick about ETH. ETH doing pretty well right now, guys. Back above $3,000. Hey.
Hey.
If you guys don't know, our buddy Nick here is an ETH maxi. Don't let him fool you guys. He has a shit ton of ETH. Enough to make me laugh at myself because I feel pathetic when he talks about how much ETH he has compared to me. I'm giving him shit right now. But anyway, again, guys, it's really nice to see ETH. It is, the premier regardless of all, the opinions that we have with all, all the problems that they do have, it is the oldest OG smart contract play out there. It does have, it does have weight, guys. So it's nice to see. I will give that, guys. It's nice to see ETH, finally getting back its legs and seeing 3,000 again. It seems not right to see ETH under that price point. It needs to be above 3,000. Now it could go back down and be like, oh, you're disappointing tank, but I've had my heart broken with ETH many times before, so I'm used to it. But I want what's best for ETH. I do.
It won't break your heart, baby. I promise.
Yes, it will. It's done it so many times. But for some reason, I like the abusive relationship, so I still hold, like I've told you guys many times, I'm pretty well diversified myself. But I do hold myself some ETH. Guys, there are some fundamental things actually happening. On-chain data shows a lot of withdrawal. This is also for Bitcoin as well, guys. So this is another thing going back into we could see a bullish move to the upside during this spring / early summer. But be prepared, guys. Things don't just keep pumping in a straight line for forever. They are, there's whales that eat up and or down, and you are the food. Remember that. You are the food. Our job is to, if you're seals in this game, our job is to juke them out, to duck and dodge and be faster and, get our food and get out of the water as fast as possible, anyway. But on-chain data does show that Bitcoin is being taken from centralized exchanges quite rapidly, actually. There's a big move to take these off. And you guys know when things are leaving exchanges, that means they're holding, they're not selling. And ETH actually has, again, I've been waiting for forever, and I'll give you guys some alpha here in just a second because it kind of segues into it. But ETH has been saying for forever that they're going to do ETH 2.0. If you guys don't know, I was mining ETH I was a huge ETH miner, guys. I had like 30, not huge, but for like a small single individual operator. Like I had about 30 plus graphics cards ranging from like 2060s all the way up to like the new 30 series and stuff like that. Matter of fact, look, I got one just sitting right here. I got one of these big boys just sitting right here because I shut it down. I was like, this is, I live in a good state where it wasn't too expensive for power, but with everything that was happening, I shut it down. And I was like, I've been procrastinating on this. I've been telling myself that I was going to either give these away or sell them for a discount because I know a lot of people would rather, it's hard to come by some of these good graphics cards. And I baby my stuff, guys. I baby my stuff. So, I've been saying that I was going to sell these and, use it to give back to the people and or just do giveaways as well. Look, check this out. You guys, there's a little bit. You know how we give stuff away yesterday? You guys don't even know. Yes, it's a pineapple bag. I'm from Hawaii. This is full of graphics cards. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh,
all right, old man, put it down. You're going to hurt you. Relax.
Look, I've already had one of those. It's full of graphic cards. Oh, it's so heavy. It's so heavy. But we've got a whole bunch of goodies in this bag, guys. Got 2070s. Look at all these 2070s. We got more 2070 supers, 3060s in there, 3070s, so on and so forth. Who wants me to sell these and use them for more giveaways?
Ooh.
Or who's gamers here? Do you guys I know this is, I'm getting off topic, but like, again, I try to do things that help people. Like I like helping people. I don't like it's that's what this channel is about. This is what we try to do. Trust me, I'm okay. But like, yeah, who wants graphic cards, or who wants me to sell these graphic cards and start using the profits to give back? Oh, and that's just one bag, guys. I got like a whole freaking. I got a bunch of them. I got a bunch. Whoa. Yeah. Go that way. Hold on, it's gonna fall. I don't want it to fall. Oh. That's what happens when I mess with things. There. Oh, there we go. Anyway, guys, we're gonna move on. I just want to kind of let you guys know it's been like I have graphic cards just sitting around in my house, and my wife is like, "You do something with those things," so I've got to do something with them. Anyway, we're going to move on, guys. ETH doing really, really well, guys. A lot of ETH leaving. And also, if they can come out with ETH 2.0, oh, yeah, I forgot my whole point. If they can come out with that, guys, you're going to see a high, like $7,000, $10,000 easily for ETH if they can actually come out with that, guys. I'm not even joking. Don't sleep on it. I know we have our complaints about it, you know, yada, yada, yada. But
as someone who invests in ETH, I have started accumulating again, just so everybody knows.
And he already has a crap ton of ETH. So if he's accumulating, I'm going to start accumulating too, guys. I don't know. I know I have a coffee addiction. I'm sorry. I'm not.
It's okay.
I'm not sorry, really. But
You're not sorry.
Like I catch myself just ignoring everything and going for my coffee. I'm like, wait, I'm actually streaming. I need to keep talking. Could you imagine like if your news anchor was like in the middle of like telling you something important and was just like, anyway, we're walking, guys. We're going to move on over to our love child, Atom. This is the first, actually, I wanted to bring this up to you guys. So yesterday I was telling you guys we saw a blood diamond, right? On Market Cipher on Market Cipher A, excuse me. Blood diamonds they hold a lot of weight. Don't ignore, like I'm not one of those people, obviously, as you guys can tell, hopefully you guys can tell. I dig into my TA. I like doing TA. I consider myself more of a fundamentalist, especially when it comes to investing, but I love doing TA as well. I have a good understanding of it. But if you really want to keep things very, very simplistic and simple, if you do get Market Cipher, you can literally just be like BitBoy and just go by the dots and the little symbols that they have. And I will tell you guys right now, on Market Cipher A, these blood diamonds right here, make sure I'm on my Japanese candles. These blood diamonds are not to be ignored, especially on the higher time frames, on the daily. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about here. I did this yesterday, right? And we measured all of these out. Usually when we get blood diamonds, we see strong selling pressure come on this chart, for Atom's chart, for any chart, be honest with you. When you see a blood diamond, those big diamonds, do not ignore that, because as you can see in the past here, blood diamond, bleh, blood diamond, bleh, blood diamond, blood. Every single freaking time, they really do lead into bleh. So we measured it out yesterday, right? And it was about, I think, what was it? Off the top of my head, like 30 something percent or whatnot. And again, it just kind of goes, not to tell, know it all or whatever, but just kind of like to show you guys something. It lined up. Yeah, I think it was like 30, let me see, 30 something percent from when we got it, right, to down. Look at that. It just lines up exactly to where I've been sharing with you guys with the 200 SMA strategy. You guys want to get really good, I'm telling you guys, let me know if you guys should I put out a 200 SMA like dedicated like video, like pre-recorded video showing you guys how I do this stuff. With it can be done with any SMA or EMA. I just like using the 200 SMA on, you know, the daily. It holds a lot of weight. But if you guys want me to do that, let Nick and I know. Put it in the chat, join the Discord. Let me know if, I'm telling you guys, it's a great strategy. Not financial advice, just trying to show you, proof is in the pudding. But it shows you guys that it lines up exactly with the levels that I showed you guys recently. If the average measured move from these blood diamonds is 30%, you know, a little bit short, goes right down to where we start our DCA strategy. Again, this is a good average. This is like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but this is a good place to start thinking about putting in, capital. Lines up exactly with our upwards trend line that we set for ourselves on the daily time frame for Atom. Lines up with our 200 SMA strategy. But here's the interesting thing. Here's a really, really interesting thing. Let me go back and share with you guys that blood diamond. Every single time in the past, recently at least, for the, about a year now, every single time we get these blood diamonds here, it is like with strength just moved right back. Like we never even saw after that any kind of strength come back in. Look, blood diamond, boom, 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 right? Blood diamond, boom, 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 boom. Blood diamond. No, there's no resistance. Resistance was futile. It was like you could not ignore it. Blood diamond, boom, all the way down, right? Check this out. This was interesting as hell. And with that being said, that's why I said it yesterday. Look at this. This is the first time in a long time did we see a blood diamond just get backed up by a green candle. This is super interesting. Now, this might not seem like a lot, guys, right now, but this is actually very, very interesting. Because again, if you guys go back and look At price action, Blood Diamond, red, 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 and strong moves to the downside. Blood Diamond, red, 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 all the way down. I don't know why I'm picturing when I do red, 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 red. I see this dog just going, yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know why, whatever. Blood Diamond, all the way downtown. We had one little thing of resistance, but all the way downtown. And downtown with speed, right? Same thing back here. Blood Diamond, no immediate resistance coming back. Interesting. Super interesting that we get that. And then now we have even this for this small little so far green candle to pop up is very, very interesting, guys. It's super, super interesting. Good morning, by the way, everybody. I didn't do my usual. Degen, Mr. Effort, I love the name. Don, Matt, Devil, Crypto Moto, what's up? Oliver, what's up, buddy? Scott, good morning, everybody. David. But that, guys, I will admit, so I told you guys yesterday, right? Be wary. And still, just don't get faked out. Our job is not flinch, right? Don't flinch. The whales, they move and they eat up and they eat down. They don't care where you're swimming or where you are in the water. I promise you, the whales don't care. If it's up here, they're gonna eat. If the liquidity's down here, they're gonna eat you. Especially if you're overexposed and just like swimming out there on your own, they're gonna get you. They're going to get you guys. So be careful. I just do think that this is very, very interesting. This makes me kind of pause with my opinion about what I was telling you guys yesterday about, that downward momentum. Is there hopium right now? Is there things, I know right now, I don't mean it'll all tie in, so I don't mean to kind of stray off, but you guys got to think about this, right? Don't just stay in your lane. Take a good look around you guys. The global economic situation has a lot to do with the lane and the focus that you have, regardless if you have blinders on or not in your lane, right? I know Russia and Ukraine say they're in talks. Are they going to reach something soon? We have, yeah, well, it does, like, again, but that's when, what happens in the market, guys? When you guys think you guys know, that's when it's a complete opposite, right? The only people that are in the know are the people that are in the know, the real market movers, the real market, makers, that the whales that eat. But so there's that happening. There's talks, there's supposedly still talking, but apparently they're still killing people there, which is so bad. I pray for everybody, guys, everybody. Like, human beings are human beings. I have my opinions about their leaders and the people influencing them, but I don't agree with whatever. I don't want to go down that route, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. And then we have, countries, like I said earlier, not to go back around in circles, clearly showing that they've had enough of being manipulated by the IMF, by the US dollar, by, other governments, other inflations. Like, there's countries that are affected by our inflation because the dollar is the reserve world currency, right? When is enough of this BS? So they're starting to adopt Bitcoin. We saw Malaysia's doing it, guys. They haven't done it yet, but I'm pretty sure they're going to do it. We have all these South American nation states or countries all doing it because they're sick and tired of it. So there's hope. And then we had, who was it? JP Morgan? Was it JP Morgan or that did their first OTC Bitcoin purchase or crypto purchase? Was it
Goldman Sachs?
Goldman Sachs. I always say this. So guys, that's huge. Don't sleep. If you guys didn't know, just recently, Goldman Sachs did an OTC purchase for Bitcoin. I don't know if it was actually, I'm pretty sure it was Bitcoin though. You guys know that they are part of those market movers, market makers. If an ETF, if an actual physical ETF comes out and not like a futures for Bitcoin, that's going to drive Bitcoin's price up the mountain so quickly, you guys won't even know like what happened. Like, really quick, guys. That's going to be massive. And you guys got to watch what they're doing before it happens. Why would Goldman Sachs make an OT? Like, why would they do that if they weren't planning on putting out one? If they weren't planning on putting out a division, which they've already done, a sector, and they don't, big money doesn't do that kind of stuff, guys. Also, you guys got to still remember the Rock, the big old, I was going to say BlackRock. There's so many of them. They're also trying their best to put out one. It's going to happen. So we got like so many different things happening right now, kind of tying it all back. I'm on the fence. I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 right now. Do we see a big drop? Like a lot of people are you know, and like I've been saying, be ready for it. And I still will say, be ready at all times for only three things to ever happen in this market, in any market. We either go sideways, which is fine, especially for us stakers, right? That's what we like to do. You know, us degens, if we're staking and we're just going sideways, that means we're compounding and we're making money, baby. I'll take sideways action all day long. This is beautiful to me. I've been making so much money going sideways. I don't care. Patience is a virtue, especially if you're in a good position. And or we pump, which is great. Nobody's going to complain about that, but make sure you realize profits, right? Don't be a dummy. Realize profits, at least a little bit of something. Make sure your initial investments are always, you know, realized. And or we dump. There's only three things. Don't kid yourself. There's only three things that ever happen. It's really easy when you look at it that way. How can I protect myself to where I'm in a position to be ready for all three things at any given time? That's how you should be looking at your portfolio, even if you're a scalper, long-term trader, whatever you consider yourself. That's how you should be looking at the market. So keep it simple. I live by that motto. Keep it simple, stupid. Like I talk to myself like that. I look in the mirror every single day and I go, hey, Tank, remember, keep it simple, stupid. And I go, I got you, man. I got you. And I put my dunce hat and I'm like, da, 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 da. I just be on my way. But like, seriously, guys, be ready for it. But this does have, with all those things, going back to my point, it does have me, you know, on the fence. Do we just go sideways some more? I personally think for Adam that it's just going to be more of what we've had, like, you know, just slow and steady up and to the right kind of thing until we actually get those fundamental changes. You know, I think in the later part of the year, you know, what is it? We just went through theta. We got one more to go. And then shared security happens, I think. So it's probably going to be like late quarter three. For the fundamentals, I think, you know, I'm not telling you guys for sure. It's not alpha, but I think somewhere around, I know I'm impatient. I'm like, can we just build and develop and deploy, please? But it's still, you know, honestly, again, guys, you know, if you're in that position, we're sideways up and to the right, just gently. That's fine. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. But anyway, guys, I know I've kind of been rambling again, going back, guys. I've shared with you guys the blood diamond 30% drop average. That's there on the chart for Adam on the daily time frame. We have our 200 SMA strategy. We have this upward trend line all converging to right there on the chart. So if you guys want somebody to tell you where you guys should be eyeballing and thinking about deploying capital, I'm not telling you guys what to do. Well, there it is. It's right there. If you guys like it, please do us a favor. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell your mama, tell your auntie, tell your brother, tell your sister, tell everybody you know. It's the only Cosmonaut channel that gives you guys fundamentals, straight up opinions, because of course I just like to ramble my own opinions about things, but also shows you guys technicals as well, as far as I know. If there's other ones out there that are straight up Cosmonauts, I know there's many other YouTube channels that do this a lot better than I do technically about Bitcoin and stuff like that, but I'm talking about being a cosmonaut, a dedicated cosmonaut. You let me know, because I want to go make friends with those people. Be like stepbrothers. Did we become best friends? Yup. But yeah, guys, that's what it is right there on the charts. Yeah, do us a favor, guys. Again, we're trying to grow. So if you guys would, I know I was joking about it, subscribe to the channel. It really, like, it does float our boat. It makes us feel good about ourselves. And you should feel good about yourselves supporting, you know, good people like me. Can you say that about yourself without feeling stupid? Like, anyway, like me and Nick, we're good people. You should support us. Hit that little button down there. Touch that little thing right down there. Touch it.
Hey.
Don't touch that little thing. You guys touch your own little things on your own time. Touch the little subscribe button. That's what I was talking about, you dirty people. The other little thing. You touch that other little thing on your own time. But yeah, guys. And then don't forget, it's feeling silly today. Don't forget, guys, go, you know, follow us on Twitter. Join the Discord, guys. We try to share these kind of things. And I make myself available as much as I possibly can. So again, I don't know any other crypto YouTuber that also makes themselves available on their Discord, like I try to. So, and Nick tries to. But guys, it's a job. It's a job, but we enjoy it. Anyway, let's keep walking. I've been rambling. Let's keep walking. Can't make this a 3-hour stream, even though I can easily.
Can I just mention something on that Bitcoin thing?
Yeah.
There was rumors Now, not confirmed, but ETFs are supposed to be dropping April, May.
Let's go, son. So wait, if that's the case, let's just move this here.
Just saying.
Wait. April. This is April. This mid-April. So it'd be here. Let's leave that on the chart, guys. Let's leave that on the charts. What's up, Noah? Guys, Blue's on vacation. I wish I was on vacation again. I went on vacation and I just went to like where all the band geeks in the world were. Guys, I played the tuba, so don't get me boom, 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 boom. Like, don't get me wrong. I say band geeks, but I was a band geek. But guys, I went on vacation down to Universal and like every school with their band was there. And I was like, oh, shoot me. I just want to ride the Minions ride. Get out of here. You having fun on your vacation, bud? I hope you're having fun. Anyway, guys, we could see, we're going to leave this up here. Let's do that, guys. Let's see what happens, right? Let's leave this up here and see if it even happens. It could be even down somewhere down here, but let's leave this measurement stick. You know, everybody likes to play with sticks. Let's just leave it right here. Let's just, you know what? I'm going to do it here. Just because, you know, let's prepare for the worst. Let's say the beginning of June. Let's see if that happens, right? They tell us stuff all the time and then they delay it. So who knows? It might just be like ETH. We're going to do it. And then they just don't do it. So let's see. And then if we break down, actually, you know what we'll do? We'll leave the measurement stick here, be undecided. And then when it moves, we'll see if it actually held up to the measuring stick. By the way, no, I shouldn't say. Yeah, I know I'm ranting. Do you guys know where that rule of thumb comes from? I don't know why that, I know where it comes from. Do you guys know? I know there's a pause, so I'll wait. Do you guys know where the saying rule of thumb comes from? Speaking of sticks. So I was saying yesterday, if you cuss a lot and you're educated though about like where the origin comes from and all this other stuff, you're not really ignorant. You're just, you know, you just choose to be that way. I just choose to be that way. So if you guys don't know, here's a little fun fact for you guys. Not that I agree with this. This is super bad. This was really bad back in the day. But the saying rule of thumb was when women were definitely not on equal footing as men and looked down upon. And when you could actually beat your wife for disobeying you and stuff like that in society, not that that's right, should never be that person. The rule of thumb was you couldn't do it with a switch or a stick bigger than your thumb. It could have been your children too. I don't know. But it was like one of those things. So that's where the rule of thumb comes from. So if you start using like rule of thumb quite often, just know that you're talking about like beating people with a stick. It's just like really where it came from. I could also tell you guys where the meaning of the F word came from, but I'll save that for another day. Walking. We're moving on and we're walking. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's move on into the topic at hand. Oh, first, let me show you guys something. Look how bullish, by the way, this just recently from CoinGecko. I'm going to share this with you guys. They are now starting to share with people, you know, everything about Cosmos. Like we don't know. But I thought that was pretty cool. Like, seriously, guys, that was just really cool. We're finally starting getting people to turn their heads and take a look at the Cosmos ecosystem better. But yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. Now, let's go into the meat of today's stream, since I've rambled enough now. Guys, more Juno problems. Oh, have you guys read this? This just came out yesterday. From Wolf Contract. Now, a few things have developed since this, but as you can see, this just came out just recently. Solution, I will back. Community wins. Developers win. Validators win. Juno wins. Prop 17 Unity. Commonwealth. Again, guys, I'm gonna share with you guys. Oops. Nope. I'm gonna share with you guys what this is right here. This is what he's talking about. Go ahead and read this if you guys have not. If you guys are invested into Juno, you guys want to know what's going on with what's happening. This is what they're talking about right here. Essentially, what they're trying to say after you guys read this, I'll try to make it really short and sweet, is they're trying to say that funds would be, you know, CNN or CCN's funds would be in a smart contract. Community controls this contract plus CCN. So they're not just saying we control it after Prop 16, the signaling proposal. They're not saying anymore that, or they're not proposing anymore that we just control what's happening, even though we've voted for it and the vast majority of the community has said yes to what happened on 16, which if you guys don't really remember, we were saying in 16, even if it's a signaling proposal, that we want to obtain or confiscate, whatever word you want to use, the funds that were mistakenly given to him or duped into giving to him, them, whatever. And we wanted to burn said funds or reallocate them back into the community pool. That's what 16 was. Turned into be a whole other show. But now, even though that signaling proposal has passed, they're now saying, well, even though you guys said this, we came up with something better, which I have my feelings about that, first and foremost, in itself. What are you guys doing, Core One? Why are you guys signaling proposal or not, even though like I thought it was weird how you presented 16 as something that was dire and needed to be, like a immediate issue for everybody to vote on so we could secure those funds, burn it and stuff like that. We can go back. We know that's how it was presented initially, regardless of how many of you guys in Core One agreed to that or not. That's what was presented to us. That's what you guys promoted on Twitter and the likes on other social media platforms. And then it turned into a nothing burger where you flip-flopped a bunch of times. Don't do that. No, never mind. Don't go do that. Vote against it, guys. Blah, blah, blah. Well, it passed. And the way that governance works, I don't know if you guys need to be refreshed about this or whatnot. The way it works is now it's your guys' job to implement the will of the people. It don't matter what your feelings are. That's how voting works, guys. I've voted many times in the real world or for many things where once I casted my vote, that was how I felt at that time. That was me jotting down how I felt and casting that vote. And then the outcome actually didn't turn out to be the way I voted, but I had to accept it because they built upon that outcome. That's how a signaling proposal works, right? You signal what the people want. Well, the people wanted you to develop a way for you to obtain, redistribute back into the community pool and or burn. That's what that was. You can even say it was a signaling proposal. No, it wasn't going to happen. But now that passed, you're supposed to be finding a way to implement that. Not come up with your own proposal to override 16's signaling proposal. What the fudge is happening? Like, that's the first thing I want to say about this. Now, after reading this, there's some good and there's some bad. The biggest bad, and the thing that I don't like, is why in the heck are we giving them access back to their funds? It literally says in there, you guys can read this for yourself. It literally says in there that this is going to go into a smart contract, kind of like an escrow account where it stays there, yada, yada, yada. And both, like it says right here, the community has control of this contract plus CCN. If CCN misbehaves, aka unbonds immediately when it happens, there is a resolution with the community. The community can act. Guys, we've already seen indecision and frustration and division amongst our community as it is, and not to mention the community, but the Core One dev teams. I'm very skeptical and very hesitant and very wary to think that even if CCN was to unbond, which is 28 days, that we would be able to come together in unity and write a proposal that would be acceptable to all, because apparently that's not even happening in its simplest fashion, to be able to stop the selling pressure or the fear all they would have to do is unbond. And you know what kind of fear, let alone what we're already seeing in osmosis that would cause with the price action? You're playing with people's financial well-being, emotional well-being, and you guys are acting like doofuses. I'll say it. You guys might not like me. I love Juno and the thing. I really want the network to succeed. I want the community to succeed. Core One might blackball me. Everybody, because that's what they do, right? Don't like me, I'm going to just take my ball and go home. Some of them were even saying, if you don't go with the way I'm going, I'm going to stop validating it and just leave. That's not what your job was. When you guys picked to be validators, when you guys picked your protocols, especially if you were also a core dev, your first and professional fiduciary duty is to uphold governance, to figure out a way to make sure that what the community says and wants happens, regardless of your moral standards or your moral compass or whatever the you want to call it. That's what you signed up for. That's what you signed up for. You can't make the monster and then when Frankenstein goes out and kills everybody, go, nope, never mind. See, I didn't want that part. I'm just going to go take my coffee and go sit in this corner over here. That's not my fault. That's nope. Nuh-uh. That's not how this works. That is not how this works. So I just want to like rant a little bit about that. I don't know how you guys feel. I abstained though, as you know, I hate saying this, someone on YouTube, because I don't consider myself an influencer. I'm not trying to influence you guys with my rant or what I say or what I share with you guys at any given time. I always tell you guys, I'm just sharing with you guys the things that I see and my opinions and the things that I'm concerned or bullish about in the environment that is crypto, right? It's on you guys to draw your own conclusions after me presenting to you guys the things that I've found. I don't want to influence you. So please, you might fully disagree with me. That's okay. I respect you too. Everybody has their opinions. But I'm just telling you, that's the real deal. That's how that's supposed to work. That's how being a validator and a dev is supposed to be like. And don't give me your moral compass BS either. That's what it is. When you're on a, maybe proof of work is different. Sure. Proof of stake though, when you told everybody that there's governance, you know, when you presented it that way, that's how that works. Don't be a dirty politician, because we all know, you know, nobody likes a dirty politician. So I'm just like, I'm begging you guys, I'm begging you devs, I'm begging validators, like, please put on your unbiased hat, take your emotions out of it, and do the thing that's right. Not what you think is right. Do what's right per the votes, per the community. Not what you agree with them or not. Do what's right. Period. And just let that be. Wash your moral compass. Wash your own pride. Wash your things. Take it out of the equation. Because that's what's supposed to be happening here. Not rewriting what you think is the best thing. That's not how this works. Anyway, so if you guys jump into it though, sorry. So if you jump into this though, in the gist of everything, all it's really doing is it's working, and I get it. You know, they're trying to appease everybody. It doesn't accomplish anything but give them more time, which is fine, I guess. But you're just ignoring Prop 16. So, and then you're also giving them access, even though they've threatened legal course with multiple different people, not just the core team, but multiple different people. Like, come on, man. Anyway, guys, read it for yourselves. Come up to your own conclusion. Don't just listen to my rant, even though, you know, I think I'm coming from a good place. I just want people to succeed. I just want people to, you know, stop being so what's that meme? So emotional. that Asian dude is like, oh, so emotional. Like, anyway, guys, check it out, guys. This is CCN, and you can see they don't want no part of this either. This is the response to this. I told you things have developed after this. Thank you for making the table for the discussion. However, I feel that under this plan, our funds would be essentially under your control and would be burned or frozen unless we approve your proposal. They want none of this. They want all or nothing. They want their funds back or nothing. That's literally, I mean, both sides are saying right now, look, we'll work with you guys, but neither one of them are conceding unless it's their idea, right? Oh, we'll work with you if you go with what I'm thinking. And the other side's like, no. I'll work with you so long as you listen to what I'm saying. Neither one of them are actually working towards anything. So again, guys, it's pretty apparent that Takumi wants his stuff back, and that's the only acceptable thing that's going to be acceptable to him and his people, because he wants to give it back to his people, which is the load. Let's be honest. You could have gave, your Atom is how you came about this. Like you could have gave, your people their Juno and their rewards from their Juno at any given time. I honestly do think that they are and should have been at all times, at every given waking time you got those rewards, distributed back to your people. If you were being truly honorable and you keep talking about your honor, let's be honest, you have no honor. You were totally taking advantage of your people. You were totally taking advantage of the Juno community. You were totally taking advantage of every option that you had available to you, which is, hey, it's all fine in love and war. I get it. I'm of the thinking, like I said, I abstain, that this was a big mishap of the core team, especially after Wolf showed that they were talking to you guys. So it's not all on you, Whale or CCN, but don't talk to people about honor. And also, core team, don't talk about moral compasses when you guys all are not doing morally what's right. Morally is, if you're a core team, upholding governance, implementing governance, working towards that. Validators, your job is to validate transactions, secure the networks. You can vote all you want, just like the rest of us. But saying that you are threatening to take down because governance didn't go the way you wanted it to go, don't tell me you have morals or that you're mature. That's like a kid saying, you didn't pick me, I'm taking my ball and going home. Nobody can play. Really? Anyway, that's my rant about that, guys. I'm just showing you guys the evidence here. How do you guys feel about that? I love our boy Jacob from, I can never say it right. Notional. I want to say national all the time. If you guys don't follow our boy here, Jacob, guys, he's very, very thoughtful. He's one of my favorite validators, to be honest with you. He's one of my favorite devs. Some people call him controversial, whatever they want to call him. But you can see his response to a lot of things. He very methodically and patiently thinks things through in his response. And anyway, just wanted to put him out there for you guys. Yeah, check him out. Shout out to Jacob, Notional Labs. They do great work. They do great work, guys. Anyway, just putting it out there. I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't like trying to yell at any of you guys too, but like, I know a lot of you guys have these same thoughts and you guys can't say it. Like, cause you guys, it takes nothing to put up a YouTube channel. It really doesn't. But like, if you guys want them to hear this, I don't care. Put me out there. I'm for the people all the time. That's my number one focus. Put my voice out there. Let my voice be your voice. If you feel the way, I don't care. Blacklist me. That just shows character, right? If they do start like, no, whatever, or coming down, that just shows character. If that's the case, even though I do think right now it's be kind of like a weird way. I even told Cryptocito and everybody else, maybe don't go on with CCN because he's threatening legal things right now. Maybe it's not the best to talk about anything with anybody. But I invite you, if we're wrong, we're not getting paid by anybody. Come to the stream. Let your community know. Voice it. Have an open Discord instead of getting, back alley tweets and or Medium post rants back and forth to each other. Clear the air. Come to a neutral place. I invite you, please. Let them know, guys. They won't listen to just one person, but they'll listen to the masses. If you guys want to see that happen, let them know. I invite you guys. Come here. And if I'm wrong, it's not your job to convince me that I'm wrong or my job to convince anybody that you guys are wrong or right. You guys do need to, though, come out and address the people. And or, here's the better one. Shut up and work on code. Implement the will of the people. I think that's the best one. So if you don't want to talk to anybody, you want to be productive, do what the people voted for. Work towards that and let it be. Anyway. Let's move on. We're walking after that. We're kind of speed walking now because I got my adrenaline up a little bit. We're walking now. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about, if you guys know anything about that, we talked about this a little bit, guys. We talked about them a little bit, but we're talking about Fortis Economia. If you guys don't know, check out this airdrop right here. You guys can check it out with this link right here. Again, I click everything. So if you guys get cooties, I got cooties. I apologize, but we can be cootie friends together, guys. Fortis Economia has given an airdrop. You guys can click on this link right here. It will bring you here. Connect your wallet. I've already done it. Claim your airdrop. I think you get for like one GFOT or whatever it's called. Do with it what you will. Do with it what you will. I just want to let you guys know liquidity's out there. So, you know, you guys know what I do with airdrops and liquidity. I recognize gains, at least some of it, and then I see what the rest happens, or see what happens with the rest of it later. But I think I got one FOT. So I don't think it even depends, like it doesn't matter how much I was already claimed. So it doesn't matter like how much you have, because I have a whole bunch. But I got like one FOT. Again, do with what you want. Explore the ecosystem. I just want to give you guys some heads up. Money. Then we also have future airdrops, guys, for Juno stakers. That is in a couple of days. And then again, for Atom stakers in a couple of days as well. Not too far away. 1 FOT equals 10 GFOT. Yeah, it's very Jesse. Nick and I tried. It's interesting. I definitely want to fund it. It's very interesting the way that they went about it, but it's very, very technical. It's very, very technical, and it's like there's a lot of moving parts to when it comes to this platform. Not saying it's good or bad, but yeah, just because you got one FOT, you could, like Jess says, you could actually go and do other things with it. So just check them out, guys. Check them out. It's on you guys. I'm just giving you guys information and places to go. I don't think I gave you guys this though. Here, 1 second. If you guys just want to bypass all of that, check out your guys' airdrop. It's right here. This is the link for you guys. Shout out to Fortis Economia. Hopefully I'm saying your names right. I'm horrible with names. But yeah, guys, would love to have you guys on the channel as well. Get a hold of Nick. Do Twitter. Put Nick to work. Guys, we've been talking. Nick has been talking to a lot of people actually. Don't let me, just because I'm busting his balls, don't let me misguide you guys. He's actually talking to a lot of different protocols right now. So shout out to Nick. Huge APR for staking right now. Building the tokens for the next process. Maybe I'll do that. I just claimed it. I haven't done anything with it. I never have time to do much of anything. But I'm gonna definitely check that out. If I chase APRs, right, Nick? Nick and I found, or Nick found an APR that we're gonna chase here in a little bit. At least I am. After he showed it to me.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, it's hard to say no, man.
As I say, don't you say no, because I'm doing it, dude. I'm doing it. Later, Noah. Have a good vacation, buddy. I'll see you in a little bit, or talk to you in a little bit. 200 something. Ooh, can't ignore 200 something. Give me good feelings all over my body. I like 200 APR, APY, APR, any triple digits. Guys, who is hopeful on Hope? Who is happy about their decisions with Hope? Nope. Who actually took a position with Hope? Who did something with Hope? Anybody? Gonna go down the mountain now? Nice. Ski down the mountain. Picked up 0.5 Hope for the hell of it. Yep, I was staking it before on their DAO. Guys, if you guys don't know, obviously, as you guys can see here, per that link, Hope is now on Osmosis. Oh, that's not Hope. That's Safe Chain. We'll talk about them in a little bit. Stop it. As you guys can see here, up now in a good way. Look at that, guys. Look, can you guys see that? Look at that right now. Load. Harry Potter load. Price change up 70%, guys. Ooh. If you guys had enough capital and the balls and fortitude to grab that, you guys would be up massively right now. I think it was at a low. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I think since it's not loading and it doesn't love me, I think at its low it was like $50 or something like that. That's a come up, guys. That's a come up all day long. come on. Why you do this to me all the time, Osmosis? Why you do this? You know what? Actually, let's talk about something real quick. If you guys don't know, I shared this not too long ago. What was it? Pug. Coffee. Something. No, darn it. There was a great. Hold on. Do I still have it up? I don't have it up, guys. There is a. You guys might know this. There's a great Twitter or a platform on Twitter that I found that shows charts for all of these up and coming IBC enabled protocols. It's great. It was like Pug charts, or I want to give it its credit. Anyway, I can't find it, but whatever. Anyway, point being, who's happy about Hope? Want to let you guys know that it's there on Osmosis. I can't really talk about the charts because it's not loading for me. Let me do this one more time. Load. Harry Potter load. Magic. Nick, make it work.
It works on my side, man. I don't know why it don't work for you.
It's because I have a million tabs open. I'm sure of it. Guys, I have like a 3090. I push like my computer is pretty good. Oh.
Then why wouldn't it load for you? I don't have a 3090.
I got cooties, I guess. I clicked on something and got cooties, man. It better not have been Fortis. Or one of those other ones. That CFI thing from yesterday. See, guys? Touching so much stuff, I get cooties. Whatever. I'm moving on. And we're walking, guys. COSMOSPUG. Is that it? COSMOSPUG? Dude, they have got to use the wand. I bought those stupid wands. Oh my God, you guys don't. Oh yeah, it's right here, guys. Shout outs to these guys right here. If you guys don't know, I didn't even follow them on this account. Here, hold on. Let me give you guys this link right here. This guy. Shout outs to you, my friend. COSMOSPUG. Guys, check them out right here. Let me show you guys something right here. Go to their website. Load. They don't like me. They don't like me. That's all. They just don't like me. Blank screen. Show everybody the blank screen. It hates me. All right, well, that made me look stupid. Yeah, I'll do it later. Anyway, go there, guys. You guys can see a great, like, plethora of charts for these up and coming IBC protocols, guys. You guys, here, look, I showed it to you. That's my job. You know, shout outs, COSMOSPUG. Shout outs to you, my friend. Let's go on. Let's keep walking. And we're walking. That's for later. Stop looking at it. We're going to talk about, I just wanted to really, a lot of hype. We've seen a lot of volatility and whatnot. I just want to talk to you guys about CRBRUS. Obviously, the first amount of airdrop allocations were given out to people. I do want to remind you guys that we have a whole lot more coming. So don't count it out just yet, guys. I haven't sold any. Matter of fact, don't forget, guys, go stake it. And if you guys are into staking and reap your guys' reward, compound your guys' rewards while you can. I need to go do that after the show. So I just kind of want to put that out there for you guys and let you guys remind you guys that we have them coming again here soon, guys. So, it's just the first little push. And who knows? We saw what happened with some of these other meme coins, guys. We saw what happened with Hua Hua. We've seen what happened with SHIB. We've seen what happens with all the other guys. But yeah, guys, seriously, be patient. Maybe realize profits. You guys know what I say about airdrops. Realize them, at least a little bit of them, and then be on your way and see what happens with the rest of it. But yeah, just kind of want to remind you guys, shout outs to CRBRUS and the crew there. So far, so good. Could also find it on Osmosis if Osmosis ever moved. If it worked for me, it works for everybody else. Again, I got cooties. See what I go through for you guys? I'm pretty sure later on things will itch and burn. It's all because of you guys. I love you guys. See what I do? I get myself cooties because I want you guys to win. Anyway, let's move on. And we're walking on from that. And we're walking on. Next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is don't sleep, guys, on Comdex, please. Do not sleep on Comdex. Right now, I just wanted to share with you guys something that's out there. They're going to be having their platform here's hopefully sooner rather than later, because if we do have that mass sell-off, I want me some synthetic assets. Now, they've been running into a little bit of, I'm not going to bore you guys with the technicals. They've been running into a little bit of problems with their mechanisms, as far as like, you know, when you're running synthetics, it also has to, it's kind of like stables, right? It has to stay pegged close to, but anyway, they're running into some problems on their platform. They do look like they're ironing it out, and hopefully they will actually be launching. I'm super bullish on CMDX and synthetics, but as you guys can see in this tweet as well, you guys can see there's other reasons why you should also be bullish on CMDX. Go ahead and just tweet or go search on Twitter CMDX, and you guys can see what's happening here. This is just my timeline. Here we go. You can see here staking rewards. This was a retweet from staking rewards. Check it out. This is the, if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. I'm gonna be getting me. I have me some CMDX. I like if we get a pullback, I'm like wanting more. I'm wanting so much more. But as you guys can see here, you can go here. Why is everything else loading? See, everything else loads. But you guys can see, you go to staking rewards, guys. This is another great site. You can get yourselves lost. I like using Stakely.io. Stakely.io. I'm shouting out to you guys. I say this every stream. Would love to get you guys on. Would love to get you guys on.
They commented on our YouTube, man.
Well,
they've been here.
Whoa. Get a hold of Nick on Twitter. Get a hold of me. You guys know my, come on. Because I know if I try to reach out to you guys are going to get like, you know, I get lost in the trash. Just, you guys are more important to me, but I would love to get you guys on so you guys can talk to the people with us, because I think you guys are cool. Next thing I want to talk to you guys real quick. I wasn't going to say this. I just want to get you guys' opinion about this. What do you guys think about this Jackal airdrop thing happening on the secret platform? If you guys, again, it's just my job to give you guys these links and check them out. I'm not all too thrilled about this one. Not trying to fudge you, Jackal. But, you know, could be something. If you read between the lines, though, what were we saying earlier? Nick, what were we saying? Oh, we're one of the things people ask me, like how I, on the last stream, people are asking me how I go, like about researching things. Like, I try to look in between the lines. So like if I go to CoinGecko, right? Like this is just an example. And obviously they have a humongous amount of followers. And I try to also look, don't just look at the followers, look at who they're following on top of that. That'll give you a good idea of like where some of these project devs or team members are in things. So if you go to Jackal, I'm not fudding anything. I did notice it was like, you're not even aligned really with like what's happening in the not Cosmos, in the crypto space more than you're like it's just, you know, you follow people that weren't, I don't know, could be me. Maybe it was like an account made beforehand and they just, you know, just like those things like Microsoft and all this stuff. I don't know, maybe, but like, I thought some things were funny, but again, Jackal could be something. That's why I want to let you guys know. So I give you guys the information. I'll let you guys do with it what you will. You better believe that I will take me some Jackal if you airdrop it to me, which apparently I will be getting because I have all three of these staked right now. But yeah. So I just kind of, you know, do your own research. Tell me if I'm wrong. Let me know why I'm wrong. I don't mind growing my thought process and admitting when I'm wrong about a good project, especially if it is a good project. I'm not seeing it. Yeah. By the way, I invite you guys to do that. By the way, if you guys ever feel like I'm like totally left field with some of the things that I'm saying, bring this back in. Send Nick a message. Come on Discord. Like, you know, don't be toxic about it. Just like, and I'm open to discussions. Like, let me know. That's why I always say, you know, I said it with Marble. I said all these things, and I still say this up. I invite you guys to come. I'm not trying to FUD anybody. I want to, you know, I want to grow. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I should love you, baby. Tell me why I should love you. And tell the people why. That's all we want to know. This is just me scrolling through things, apparently. Guys, one last thing as we're getting to the end of this. We were talking about KAVA and chasing APRs. Let me see if I can find this again. Nick, did you send me?
Sent you a screenshot.
Yeah, you sent me a screenshot. Hold on. Let me go back and try to find this screenshot real quick, guys. Nick talks to me so much. I have to scroll up a lot. Okay, here we go. Check out this. Open original. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see this? This says KAVA staking APR 166. Again, guys, you guys know me. I like triple digits. I like triple digits. And if you guys look, again, do your own research, come to your own conclusions about this for sure. But if you guys look at, again, we'll get to this in a second. If you guys look at the KAVA, I'm going to try Osmosis. I'm going to try it. If you guys look at the KAVA price action, where's KAVA?
Oh, it's not even on Osmo. Just so you know.
It wasn't, it was, I could have
Gotta go to TradingView, man.
TradingView. Fine. See how much stuff I look at? I forget. I could have swore it was on. Oh, no, that's because I swapped. I swapped Atom with the KAVA, blah, 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 and it was on Osmosis. Sorry. Crazy. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Guys, okay. So we're on the daily time frame, right? We're on the daily time frame. Ignore this. Ignore this right now because with everything, you know, there's that, well, not everything, but with a lot of things, there's those dumps. But this is a section of the chart that I want you guys to look at right now. Right? This is just the past few days back in January, the start of this year. Actually, all we've been doing is kind of going sideways and ranging right here. And what did I say earlier, guys? I absolutely love ranging or going sideways when I'm hunting APRs or trying to, if I'm farming those APRs, APYs. Anytime I'm trying to get into a project like that has a triple digit return, whether it be APRs or APYs, give me sideways action all day on the charts. Now, again, we're kind of on the upper section of this. So if we come back down here to about $2.90-ish cents, or anywhere, in between here all day, every day. But KAVA, which you guys can have your opinions about it. KAVA has a couple of other things also. I said this in yesterday's stream, a couple of other things that are really, really interesting also happening on their platform, especially when it comes to IBC enabled protocols. Like right now, they're going through their surge for AKT. AKT has been doing really, really well, over the past week or so. Now, if you guys were in there and getting into this, you guys could be seeing, let me see actually right here.
How's our spot buy doing, by the way?
How's their what? Spot buy?
Mine's
definitely up. Mine's definitely up in a good way. Because we bought, actually, didn't we share with everybody that we bought AKT?
Yep. We did.
We share it with you guys any single time. We're not giving you guys signals or like telling you guys to trade, but we're just fully transparent. Like when we share stuff and thoughts and ideas, like we usually are investing into those. So like we shared with you guys before when we're talking about AKT and being in a low range that we were going to be buying it, and we bought it, and lo and behold, look where we are, right? Like not saying that you guys should follow us on everything we do, but we try to share it. But if you guys can see right here with the KAVA surge, you can see that right now you're getting like, what was it? They're getting, here, let me go back and like, you can see easily right here, KAVA, 87.55% just by supplying your KAVA. You get it in rewards with KAVA and hard. But then on top of that, again, just kind of letting you guys know, I was just playing around with this, so it's low amounts. If you delay gratification for lock it up for a year on your rewards, you're not only did you just at 87% on top of what you supplied, which you can take out like that at any given time, but on top of that, your rewards can grow 500% if you delay it for 12 months. Like there's so many, again, they want you to borrow against it, but there's so many different ways that you guys can play these kind of things on these platforms. And if you guys are smart and getting in at those right times and taking advantage of them, you can make a massive, maybe not life-changing amount, but you can make a huge return on what you're trying to do. Now, again, guys, KAVA is doing their surge right now with AKT, but the thing I want to let you guys know is they do have, I don't think they have it right here. They do have UST and Osmo happening here shortly. I think this still has to go through for like another month or whatnot. But once this surge is done, it's either going to be Osmo or it's going to be UST. And I'm waiting for the UST. And if I get anywhere close to a triple digit return on my UST, guys, oh my gosh, you guys don't know. I got so much ready and just sitting, waiting to go that, yeah. I'm going to be taking part in that for sure. But if you guys don't know KAVA, here's the link for KAVA. I'm not saying do it now, but I'm just giving you guys some food for thought, ways to farm rewards and APRs. Like, I made so much money You guys gotta look outside the box sometimes for those gems. And then KAVA's, they're doing a lot of great work with their whole platform. So again, guys, a lot of opportunities out there, a lot of opportunities. And also, speaking of opportunities, I want to really quickly talk to you guys about Thorchain. Somebody was talking about RUNE yesterday, and wanted to know our thoughts about it. They have forked on their platform. They have updated everything. They have a lot of development happening for their platform, bringing over BTC, ETH, yada, yada, yada. They will be enabling IBC for RUNE and their platform. Guys, a lot of really bullish things happening on top of the Thorchain's platform. If you guys have never actually jumped into Thorchain, check this out right here. Thorchain, I will say this, on their platform, they give you just about every way to learn and figure out the platform. It can be a little bit overwhelming in comparison to like something like Osmosis, where it's like super intuitive, super easy to kind of and it just flows and stuff like that. Like you can literally, there's so many things to click on and figure out here, and the ecosystem and all that stuff. But they give you all the tools for you to figure it out. So I highly suggest, if you guys have never dabbled in Thorchain, obviously, like we said, the RUNE token has seen a humongous upside push just recently. I think that's just going to be even compounded further once IBC is enabled on it. It's kind of baffling to me, but I think who are we talking about? Not Jacob, but another J. He's in Core 1. But anyway, he's working on enabling it as well. But I just think, man, I think right now, I think Thorchain's like making that heavy. They're leaning their weight, guys. They're leaning their weight. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. So I just want to kind of touch base again on what they said yesterday with RUNE. Looked into it again, and just refreshed myself. I know about it and stuff like that, but like honestly was not really paying attention all too much like I should have. And it's okay. I was elsewhere. But RUNE and Thorchain doing beautiful things, guys, beautiful things. So take a look at it. Take a look at it. You can even see here, this person, I want to let you guys know, has a great write-up about the tokenomics going forward for or the economics of Thorchain. It's not tokenomics, economics of Thorchain. So if you guys want to get yourself educated about it, you guys, you have to read some of these things to really figure out where you're going to get the best returns in the ecosystems, guys. That's what it's all about, is jumping in there. And I just want to share with you guys, the books. It's like, it's like giving, when you're going to college and you buy used books, like I'm just giving you guys used books, stuff that I've read that maybe will be beneficial for you guys in your portfolios. So yeah, guys, later, DGen. Have a good day. We appreciate you. I'm glad I looked over and saw that. But yeah, check it out, guys. Even here, Fabian says, you can go into, this was just a link to that prior link. I'm sorry. But you can go into Thorchain's Twitter, and you can see very easily, guys, that they have so much. I'm sorry. This is what I want to share with you guys. Scratch that, delete it. What did Willy Wonka say? Reverse that. That's the link I wanted to share with you guys. They have so many things happening right now and updates happening on their platform. Like, don't sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. Anyway, that's what we got for like what I had in mind. Now we're going to move on into the AMM or AMM. That's
sure.
Yeah, we can move on into osmosis. Apparently, we're going to go into the questions part as well. Jesus.
Osmosis doesn't work for you. So sorry.
Stop making me feel bad. But yeah, we're going to be sitting here and going over a couple things. Guys, do we have any questions, Nick? Or
I sent you some questions on your Discord. Or do you want me to read them to you, bud?
No, it's fine. I'm all over the place. Matt says, what proportion of your BTC do you hodl trade? Nick, what are you? It's to both of us.
Yeah, I answered the question in chat, but I hold all my BTC, trade BTC and USDT. Best of both worlds.
I do as well. Well, no, I will say this. So when I'm taking profits, it is in UST. No, I'm sorry. It is in USD. That's actually, okay. I got to step back. So for me, guys, I'm a chaser of interest. When BlockFi, when Celsius, when all of these platforms first came out, I put a big amount in several different of those platforms because I don't know if you guys know, the way those platforms work is you can get up to a certain amount of return or interest to a certain amount in your interest account, and then it gets bucked down to the next with anything up and above that amount in your account. So like, say you had like, let's just use the stable coin. Say you had like 50,000 stable USDC in their interest bearing account. Like at a time you could get up to your $40,000, that amount would get you 9. And then the remaining amount above would get you, I think only like, I'm just guessing now because it's been a while, like 7 or 8, but it was like a bump down. But for me, in order to capitalize on that, what I have done with stables and BTC and whatnot is I get to that threshold and then I allocate into a new, like GUSD or a new stable, which will get me the maximum amount return on those interest bearing accounts. So I have a portion of my BTC that are spread about many different platforms that have interest bearing accounts like that. And that's kind of what I'm doing with those returns or interest that I get is I just, I spread them once they get to that maximum threshold on that. I'll spread them into the next, stable or the next interest bearing asset that I can get the most return out of, obviously taking percentages of profits on the way up just to always ensure that I'm, winning. But that's kind of what I do with my long-term BTC holdings. I do have BTC in a cold wallet that, I'm just, whatever. I'm just, it's there. It's the backup of a backup of a backup. It's, it's the hedge that's, just locked away. And then I do have a small amount that I like to trade BTC. The past half a year, I would say I'd stopped. And actually, if I go back on the charts right now, I know this is a long-winded answer, but like I feel like it's important for you guys to kind of like hear different strategies. But I actually, through this summer here, I actually realized profits with my BTC, unfortunately, right around this area right here. When it started, I tell you this story all the time. I know exactly where I was when this dump happened. But I realized profits because I saw the slippery slide happening with ETH and Bitcoin here. And I stopped trading. And then I moved a lot of it in. That was the moment where I moved a lot of it back into those interest bearing accounts. Just because the fact of the matter is you can get much higher returns or gains being made with medium to micro cap coins. Right? Let's be honest, BTC, when it pumps, you need a lot of money to get that kind of reward. If you only have $1,000, what's $1,000 pump like we had right here? It's not much in comparison to where if you were to have allocated it into Juno, into Osmosis, into, RUNE or something like that. You get bigger returns with these, medium to smaller microcap coins. So again, I have them. I haven't traded BTC in a long time and or ETH, to be honest with you. Right now I'm in accumulation mode and or interest bearing mode for BTC and ETH. But I would say my portfolio, what would you say this as well, Nick? I have to ask you this question. It's been a while since I've asked you this. In your portfolio, let's combine both of them. What percent it makes up your investing for as far as BTC and ETH? Mine, honestly, it's like 40%.
I think I'm
combined.
I did the math the other day, and I think I'm down to like 82% or something like that.
See, he's hedged. I'm telling you guys, this man has a anyway, makes me feel bad.
Even though I love Cosmos. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah. But I mean,
when you're early, man, it's hard.
Yeah, when you're talking again, he said this earlier, guys. When Nick got it, I mean, it was, it's hard to leave. anyway, but yeah, it's for me. Nick's like 80 something, which is a lot more ideal. I will admit, I'll have to do this because we've been asked this so many times. But I think if I had this spitball, it'd be about like 40% combined ETH and BTC, and then there's like 15 to 20-ish% in other outside of the Cosmos ecosystem. I'll be honest with you guys, Solana, AVAX, DOT. Yes, I do hold DOT. Yeah, I do, man. I do things like that have, Matic, not Matic. What am I trying to think of? Link.
Yeah. I started accumulating Link more.
I started accumulating Link and stuff like that. So there's that like 15 to 20-ish%. And then the remaining of it is all Osmo, like all, not Osmosis, all Cosmos. Like, and it's like, don't get me wrong, percentages is it'd be a whole nother thing if I told you dollar amount, which I'm not going to tell you, but like, it's huge. Like I'm telling you guys, I love, and it's changing every single day, every month, how much, obviously I'm leaning into Cosmos ecosystem strictly because of, like how much I'm compounding, through some of my holdings. Again, guys, you guys know I hold quite a bit of some of these that are just compounding. And it starts taking over your portfolio without you even knowing if you're so active like I am and like Nick is with your compounding and delegating and stuff like that. So it builds over time. It definitely builds over time. The next question is from J2000. At what time will Tank and Nick stop compounding Juno and start selling rewards? Is there a time? 3 years? So for me personally, maybe 3 years. Maybe 3 years. I've like, okay, I will say this too. I've already taken profits. My initial investment has already been realized. So it's a lot easier for me to say that, right? Like it is a lot easier for me to say that. And I do take that into consideration when I'm talking to you guys about it. Like if you guys have not already secured your initial investment, make sure that you work towards that because it makes it a lot easier to sit through all of this BS when you're free and clear, regardless if you don't realize it, unrealized gains or not. It's a lot easier to do that when you're free and clear and have that perspective, that long-term perspective when you're not emotionally attached to your bags or your investment, right? Because now it's just, now for me, all it is I want more number of Juno. I don't really care right now what these dollar amount symbols say to me. I care about the number of Juno that I have after a certain amount of time. That's the game for me right now. So I don't even think about the number. So for me, it's 3 years. What is it for you?
3 years. More than likely, it'll be a 3-year hold.
Yeah, it might be a little bit before that too, because honestly, it's like a sell the rumor. Everybody knows after the 3 years, like I've been saying time and time again, that that's the most important times to start compounding. Well, everybody already knows that, right? It's like if you see the fire ahead of you, like you're not going to wait until you're in the fire. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No. I mean 3 years roughly. I mean it depends, right? Things can change in a second. I mean. What this reminds me of is the fork between Ethereum Classic and ETH, and it gives me that vibe. Yep. And who knows, like maybe even Proposal 17, like we'll have a Juno Classic and another Juno. Like
I think they were saying, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, chat though, and let me know in the Twitter or whatever too, if I don't see it. But I think they were saying that you can't fork it or something like that. Somebody was saying something like that. I don't know how that would be. Like apparently you obviously could. It's permissionless smart contract. Like you could obviously fork this shit. But I thought I saw that somewhere. But yeah, like to attest to what Nick was saying, and I think I said this in my previous stream too. Like, guys, what if we're here? I just like playing devil's advocate, right? Like this is nothing in comparison to like some of the other stuff that similar as far as like what potentially they can do, projects have seen ETH. But like, what if we're here and everybody's like, no, this is the death of it. And then blah, 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 blah. How bad are you going to feel about yourself? Like I've realized profits. Or what if we're here? Like, honestly, what if we're right here? I don't know if you guys can see that in the beginning of ETH. This is more comparable, right? And then, a little bit further and then blah, 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 blah. I'm just saying, like,
that'd be perfect, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like, even if it just does this. Oh, okay. Moving on. J2000, you need cash flow over the next 6 months. You can either sell Juno rewards or RUNE rewards. Which do you compound and accumulate? You need cash flow? Let me just say this. And I don't look, it's not a jab at anybody. If you need cash flow from investing, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. If you're investing with money that you need it to make you something, you're doing it wrong, and you need to reevaluate how much you have in your bags and what you're using. Rewards are, they're great, but they're so unique to especially the Cosmos space, right? There's other ones that do it, stuff like that, but like as far as like each epoch and stuff like that, and being able to actually move it into capital, if with that little statement being said, let's just forget all that. If you need money, I would highly suggest, just a suggestion, not financial advice, and you don't want to fully just take in UST all the time, and you want to still further your compounding power, split it in half. Just make sure you're realizing half and half. Split your rewards in half. Make money and also compound. Like, make sure you're a winner. That's the whole goal with this channel, is to give you guys that mindset that everything you do, not nothing, that everything you do sets you up to be a winner. Period. Always. There's only 3 things that this market could ever do, right? Go sideways on you, pump, or dump. Make sure you're a winner at all times, or that you're ready to capitalize on those movements at all times. That's the name of the game. It's not about how far you hit it out the park. It's not about, how much you kill each and every one. It's about being consistent and steadily winning more than you lose. That's how you ensure you're a winner. So if that means taking profits and moving into UST, do it. But also realize there's things that go along with it. If you realize your profits, you need money, you're making a taxable event. Make sure that you're making enough to cover the taxes that you're going to be doing each and every single time that you move your fiat or you move your UST into fiat money. Like, make sure your moves are calculated, because I know people that take profit all the time and it's not enough to offset the amount of tax that they're going to get later, because you're making a taxable event. Sometimes not moving is the best thing, right? Like when you're, not to say you're lost, but when you're lost and you're a little kid, your mom tell you in the store, don't move from where you're lost, because they're going to come right back to where they lost you. Like, sometimes it's the best thing. Taking no action is an action that is beneficial sometimes. Anyway, so try to keep that short. I would just realize profits, at least some of it. Pardesh, what's up, Pardesh? Congratulations, by the way, sir. Happy that you won for a second time. Sir, what thing is remaining in Cosmos ecosystem like Juno is smart contract will be next? That's the $1 million question, right? Right. I will say right now, I don't know, but raw, maybe. But with all the things that's happening with Juno, don't know. Maybe. But there's potential there. It's not a smart contract play, but I'm talking about just rewards, just like upside, right? Maybe. Just depending on where you enter. Rowan. Oh, they got tokenomics that are changing, fundamentals that are changing. Could be. Like we said earlier, guys, Thorchain, RUNE, IBC enabled. This might be a pool that you might want to jump into. Not a pool, but like, I'm just analogy. This platform might be a warm piece of water and a cozy piece of water for you to jump into and kind of, play around it. I depending on what happens, CMDX with synthetic assets could be a thing. But there's a lot of things that I would say that there's a caveat to that. The protocol is early, application is early. We're already seeing some kind of issues that they need to iron out. But if you can get yourself some gold, some oil, some platinum, let me show you guys something right now. If they can strike it, which is highly unlikely because, everything that comes out has hiccups. Let me show you something about platinum. If you can get a synthetic variation of this. I don't know what happened there. Never works for me. Like, oil. If we have, this looks horrible, by the way, but if we have that moment, you're going to want to be in gold. You're going to want to be in silver. Silver looks awesome too, guys. You're going to want to be in silver. Synthetics, maybe not traditional, but you're going to it's a hedge. It's real, right? You can't ignore charts. You're going to want to be in them. It could be, I'm just saying there's a lot of about that though. Maybe.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there, Nick, like honestly, but right now You know, everybody thought it was wrecked. Everybody thought it was EVMOS. You got to see. You got to see. I think probably look, Sif Chain, I would love to get you guys on the channel, but
They're in our Discord, man.
Right there. I'm going to say it right now. This is where I'm leaning more than anything right now. I shared with you guys already why, because they have token structure change, they have platform structure change. Right now they have a great reward, annualized reward rate. Like, yeah.
Inflation schedule is pretty good.
Inflation schedule is good. Yeah. Do your own research though. That's not financial advice. How do you suggest realizing your initial investment if you're fully staked? Take your rewards. Take your rewards. You don't. Your rewards aren't fully staked. Take your rewards each day that you get, split that in half, and start putting it back into USD or wherever you want to realize your gains. However you want to realize your gains. Just give me a guess, Brent. How much do you have? Let's just say you have 500, right? Or it doesn't matter how much you have. Just take your whatever you get each day, split that in half, compound the other half, make sure you realize and change it in osmosis. And the great thing about osmosis, guys, there's no fees. There's no fees. I don't know how many times I gotta say that, guys. Osmosis is one of the best places right now that you can be doing that. Like, straight up. There's no fees, man. There's no fees. You come over here, you get your daily rewards, right? You put it back into that. You got to transfer it into the Osmosis platform, into your assets over here. You come over here. If it's Juno, whatever it is, say you got your Juno, you got one of them. I don't mean to like dumb this down, or I'm not trying to be offensive to anybody. Go to UST, boom. Make sure you put half. Take your rewards there. Now you're realizing profits, and then go back, stake your other side, and come simple as that. Simple as that, guys. Make sure you're winners. I would take, honestly, I would say this too, to the people that are like here's the thing right now with osmosis and compounding rewards, right? There's no, again, you're missing the point. There's no fees. There's no reason not to take rewards every single day, twice a day. Realize those rewards twice a day. You know, why are you waiting for a week? Compounding happens quicker if you're compounding more frequently. I promise you. That's mathematics. That's math. Quick math. Also, morning, bud. And then on top of that though, the real, not even about compounding. There's no fees right now, or it's super cheap at least. It's super cheap. If there was fees, it'd be a little different. Like, you got to consider the fees, right? But it's next to nothing. Do it. There's
always the low option too.
Yeah, there's always the low option. 3 times a day. Hell yeah, Brad. Hell, you got it. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Daily. Multiple times a day. ABC, in America, are you paying for unrealized gains? You know what? That changed recently, didn't it? I think, I love the state that I live in, actually. I kind of got to brag a little bit. So I live in Tennessee. And if you guys don't know, recently there was a legal development that actually happened between the IRS, or the government, the Fed, and crypto, where I think it was what was the token? It was like a Theos, or started with a T. I don't know what it was. It was a stakeable. Honestly, it was a stakeable token. They were mining and they were getting their rewards, right? Like, I don't know if it was a POS or if it was actual proof of, I think it was proof of work. I think it was. I can't remember. Maybe it was Thorchain, whatever it was. It was something. I can't remember. But it was here in the state of Tennessee. And what happened was, it was a couple of years ago. They paid taxes to the IRS because, the taxes at the time were saying that, anything that you guys make as far as mining goes and all this other stuff was a taxable event. Like, you had to really, you pay taxes on those gains that you got. And again, I don't know the specifics about it. You guys can look it up later. But they actually took them to court after overpaying them and this is like never happens. They got the IRS to issue them a refund, which basically is admitting fault, and they took them to court, and they're still in court right now, but they won the initial judgment and got that refund back to them. But the reason why that's important is because it set a precedent for miners and or stakers to not have to do that anymore until you actually realize it. Like I said, take it into UST, trade it for another coin or whatever it is. If you're just compounding, right, you don't need to worry about a thing. So far, could change. It's been changing all the time. But as far as my Juno stuff, no. As far as I know, that's another reason why I'm not moving it for 3 years. I did it once. I made my event, or twice actually. I guess I did buy a little bit. So I did my event. I realized my initial profit. That's my event again. But now the rest of it, again, I'm not moving it off at all. I'm just it doesn't leave that wallet. It just keeps compounding. So until that actually happens, again, so far from what I understand, it's not going to be. And that was here in the state of Tennessee. So again, props to Tennesseans over here fighting back, setting the tone. So that was major, guys. That was really major. I will try to find that for tomorrow's stream to have it ready for you guys so you guys can check that out. That was a big deal. That was a major big deal. Oh heck yeah! I took my laptop when I was down in Florida. I was trying to. I don't do anything on my phone as far as like that kind of stuff. I'm just paranoid about that. But I had my laptop, and I was trying to sneak away from my wife all the time. That was like right when all that Juno stuff was happening too. I was like, I don't want to go on the rides. I want to stay right here. Anyway, Tezos. It was Tezos. Thank you, Sarah. It was Tezos. Tezos for sure. Scott, if you do, Tennessee's a great place. Tennessee's a great place, guys.
Look at him trying to shill me down there.
Yeah, I've been trying to get Nick to move on down. It's a great place. Did you guys know that Tennessee, a Democrat from Tennessee, I'm not trying to say Democrat, Republican, whatever it is, but a Democrat from Tennessee just literally put out legislation trying to get the state of Tennessee to legalize and approve putting Bitcoin and the likes on, obviously it's going to be Bitcoin first, but on their ledger, on their books. I think it would be the freaking most bullish thing, guys, ever. So it does that get around in initial income tax? No, because it doesn't have a price. Nope. Until it has a price, I mean, what are you going to tax you on? Nothing. Better not
on
be.
The air you breathe.
Yeah. But yeah, if, like Nam, nope. It doesn't have a price, a market to tax. So, nope. But yeah, that's what we got right now. Did I miss anything? Guys, do us a favor. Seriously, guys, I know I say this all the time. It's really hard though. We are trying to grow and we're trying to do it the right way. We invest a lot of hard time. It's not hard because I actually enjoy doing this. I should not say that, but we invest a lot of time. We put a lot of effort into these streams. We put a lot of effort into finding these bits of information to share with you guys and giving you guys our insight and whatnot. So it really would mean a lot to us if you guys would help us out by liking these videos, or even putting it on playlists when you guys are just out and about. Just let it run. And again, it really helps us get exposure. It helps us grow. I'm not trying to say cheat the system, but if your guys' efforts, it does help us. So if you guys would like, subscribe, share with your family and friends. We do giveaways all the time to show our appreciation to you guys, as well as tell you guys how much we appreciate you guys. Also, join our Discord. Check us out on Twitter. You guys can find it in the links down below. Both Nick's, Nick, do I have yours? I don't know, on the link down below. If not, I'm going to add. Nope. We have the IBC. Nick does the IBC gang. He handles everything with our official IBC gang Twitter handle. And then, of course, I have my personal one down there. But I should add Nick's one there as well. It really is beneficial to us, guys. And then also, little bit... Again, if we're trying to get you guys to clip memorable moments or things that you guys find entertaining in the YouTube channel, and then share it out there on Twitter, and then we are actually giving away. We said this in yesterday's stream. On top of that, we're going to be doing a giveaway to you know, the ones that get the most traction. It's just a cool way to help us grow. And then also admittingly, like, you know, so with that, with you guys are putting the effort, we want to give back to you guys as well, rather than hiring somebody else to edit things for us and do that. Just a way for us to, you know, have fun and also give you guys that money instead of some random worker bee. But yeah, UMEE or CMDX, both. Just get exposure to both. But yeah, it really would help us out, guys. I appreciate it, Z. But yeah, guys, again, until next time, you guys be safe. Don't overextend. Be blessed. Get out of here, you crazy animals. I got to go to jiu-jitsu and choke some people out. I'm going to go choke somebody.
Go.
Be like, this is for Juno. Oh, and choke them out. I'm so frustrated right now. They'll be like, whoa, Tech, what's happened to you? I'm just fucking frustrated right now. But yeah, guys, we love you guys to death. Thank you guys so much for your guys' support. Be blessed. We're out of here, you animals. Beat it. Get out of here.
Get out.
Stop looking.